Welcome back, guys.
You can see we're down a runner. Mystery Man went back to the moon or wherever he was from. We never figured that out.
He took his mustaches with him, all of his disclosures. We're going to end up having a super weekend this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
dun. So Superman has a cousin named Kara, I believe, who is from a different planet than him, I believe. Or, well, it depends on what lore they go with. But basically, she survived the death of his planet. So she's like his only surviving relative. And that is Supergirl. And that's who we're going to see today.
Yeah, I heard some interesting feedback on this. I haven't actually read the reviews, but people, for whatever reason, feel obliged to tell me what they read about it. So I'm still gonna go in there optimistic and keep my thoughts pure and wholesome. I think that came out wrong. Keep my thoughts untainted by the opinions of others. I'm stoked for this movie. I've been waiting months for this to come out since they showed the first teaser, since they actually even had her in the last Superman.
Yeah, it shows up at the end.
What I heard too is that they're actually rebooting this universe, as they do with comics. Not reboot, but it's a different timeline or whatever. And they are keeping. They're going to bring in a Batman, and so there's going to be two simultaneous Batmans going on in the DCU.
So they're not really rebooting it. So this universe right now that we're in started technically with Superman, but it actually started with James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. So that was the first movie in the universe. Then there was the Peacemaker TV show. Then there was an animated show called Creature Commandos. This is all on HBO. Then Superman came out. So some of the characters from Peacemaker and Creature Commandos show up in the Superman movie. And then this is like technically the third film in the universe that they're building. And the Batman movie is called Brave and the Bold. So that's going to be set in the same universe as Superman, but the Robert Pattinson one is its own universe. And the reason why all that took so long to figure out was basically James Gunn said, hey, do you want your Batman to be in the universe that I'm building? You get to decide. And the director said, I want him in his own universe, because he doesn't want to be tied to having to like Superman exists and all that stuff. And then they're also making a movie that comes out later that I'm really interested in called Clayface, which is based on the Batman villain. And it looks like kind of like a body horror movie, because he's a pretty horrific character, like distorting his face and stuff. And I think that is also set in the same universe as Superman and Supergirl and all that stuff. So
wild.
I know it's hard to keep track of this stuff, especially if you're just like a casual fan into that stuff and you don't dive super deep. Like, you know, at least with Marvel, you know, everything that they put out is in the same universe no matter what. But with DC, they've had such a hard time trying to keep up with Marvel that it gets confusing. And like, this was their chance to reset it, and they're still screwing it up by having an alternate reality Batman that's happening concurrently with this current franchise.
Well, yeah, and I had no idea Peacemaker was even DC. I thought that was another one of those one-offs, like that other superhero movie or show that makes fun of superheroes.
Oh, The Boys?
Yeah, but then took itself too seriously and did all the things that they made fun of.
Yeah. But
I don't watch The Boys if that wasn't obvious.
Looping back around to Supergirl, though, one thing that's kind of fun is Jason Momoa, who played Aquaman, is playing Lobo, who's a space bounty hunter.
Oh.
And Lobo was a character that he was fan cast for, like, before he got cast as Aquaman. So people have been wanting to see him as Lobo for, like, over a decade now. And it's kind of cool that James Gunn recast him in the new DC universe as that character, because that's the character that he always wanted to play anyway.
That's sick. Okay.
And I saw some of what you're talking about, and really just the base level I saw was it's a comic book origin movie, and it sounded like a lot of the people didn't want that, because, you know, Superman doesn't talk about his origin at all. Mm-hmm. And neither did the new Batman movie or the new Spider-Man. But here's the thing. Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman have had movies for like 40 years. Well, Superman has, and Batman kinda. Spider-Man's a little newer, but even him, we've seen their origins already. But Supergirl had one movie in the 80s that nobody remembers, and I don't even remember if they said her origin in that movie. So like, the audience needs to know where this character comes from, because...
Yeah, they had Supergirl, the TV series.
They did have a TV series, that's true, and I actually forgot about that. But even that, still, like, I didn't even watch that.
I watched it. A lot of people watched it.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm a huge comic book fan, and that was a show that I ended up not watching. So I'm guessing, audience-wise, they may not have seen it, and they need that origin story, at least for the movie.
Possibly. I don't know if they actually fully went into the origin of her on there. It was a long time ago, but that was a solid one. That was a solid Supergirl character. I didn't even know about the movie that you mentioned.
Yeah, most people don't, because they tried to do a spin-off of the original Superman series because it was so popular. And they're like, what could we do? And they're like, oh, Supergirl. And they just... It's a weird movie. She's fighting like bulldozers and stuff. Like, it's not a... But the show, was really popular. I think The Flash and Arrow and some other show called Legions or something like that, they were all in the same universe together. And so they had like a TV DC universe going on. They called it the like Arrowverse because Arrow was the first show in that universe, and all those shows would cross over and stuff like that.
This is a long time ago?
This was, I think this was like 10 years ago maybe or something. I forget when they ended all that stuff.
Oh, sounds like it was after Supergirl then.
Well, all that universe was together. Like,
I don't remember the Flash ever crossing into hers.
They did this like, and I know this because I read crap online, but they did this like Crisis on Infinite Earths or Crisis crossover event, and it had all those characters in it. And I don't know if they did it as a separate thing, so if you're watching Supergirl the show, like, maybe you won't see it because maybe it's like on streaming they have it as its own thing. But yeah, it was like they did these little events of like episodes of like 3 or 4 episodes where they'd cross over all the characters from all the shows at the same time, and so that was their way of like keeping the universe tied together, kind of.
I'm confused. So you watched everything but Supergirl, but then you're saying Supergirl is part of that universe, but then they did crossovers, but you're not exactly sure if they did crossovers?
No, I know they did crossovers for sure. I didn't watch any of it. I just know this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the information sounds off, like, because I've seen Supergirl, and so if you didn't watch any of it, but I watched it, what you're saying doesn't match what I watched.
Well, we'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, all that stuff was
like
connected.
Superman, whoever the Superman was at the time, did show up occasionally, but it wasn't, they try to not have him dominate it. But I don't recall there ever being a Flash or whoever the other characters are. Green Goblin or
Spider-Man.
Green Lantern?
Green Lantern I don't think he was in, well, he might have been in the show, but he didn't have his own show yet. But he is getting a show on HBO, and that's part of this universe we're about to go watch Supergirl for.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I didn't watch the full series and then they did the crossover later.
They did do the crossovers, I think, were something that happened towards the end of it, because that's when they had like 3 shows or 4 shows going on at the same time. And so then they started to do that. And there was also Batwoman. I think she was part of that universe as well. Yeah.
Batwoman. That's...
Ruby Rose played her for 1 season, and then she didn't like working on TV, so they recast the character as a different person. Yeah. Stuff gets complicated. This is what I'm talking about with and I'm not going to do this graph because it would drive me insane, but if I find one, I'll put it up on the screen. But like, that's what this stuff looks like, It's just like this, and it's hard to keep track of everything.
It doesn't make sense. You just got to enjoy it in the moment.
Just got to enjoy it. And I think, that's what we're going to do. But barring that, we're going back to Canyon Country. So what are you feeling for lunch?
Well, I was telling you the other day that Route 66 probably would have been the better restaurant for this week. But we've already done Route 66, and you were really eyeing Augie's.
Augie's, yeah, it's in the same parking lot.
So we could walk over there unless we do feel like it's a kind of a diner, you know, sort of movie, which from the trailers I can't see how it could be, but I've been wrong before. You know, it could very well end up, you know, Augie's might work out for it.
So what I know about the movie is it's based on a specific comic book story arc where she's on a road trip. So if the movie is a road trip, a diner would actually work really well. But you know,
but
not
so
bad either.
Town and Country is not your typical diner, though. The more typical diner was Route 66, and that's why I said Route 66 would have been more appropriate. Now we could look up and see if we could find one like Route 66.
We could. I mean, Route 66 did work for Disclosure Day though, because they were in a diner that was kind of Route 66-ish.
No, it was nowhere near it. It was more of the later diners.
It was an old school diner,
but it wasn't as retro as the Route 66 one.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I had mentioned in the last run that this is a little more retro than the diners they were in, but you know, because the diners they were in were more like of your kind of New York diners, whereas Route 66, well, the name it doesn't give it away, is more of your Cali diner, because you have different types of diners on each coast.
I've never
with
been
their
to New
own
York,
styles.
I don't know the diner style.
I mean, you just gotta watch movies.
I gotta up my New York game. I know what a pizza parlor looks like when we watch Karate Kid. He got in a fight in the alleyway.
He did.
The pizza parlor.
He did. There is a pizza movie coming up, though.
Which one's that?
I don't actually remember the name of it, but it's the one where it involves Valentine's Day, and both these people are single or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the one where they have one night when you're single to fornicate.
Something like that, where it's okay to hook up, yeah.
Yeah, the trailer.
And then they both agree that they're not going to do it, or at least the girl does, and the guy's a pizza shop owner or, you know, restaurateur of some sort.
Yeah.
And then they end up hooking up, and falling in love. But it was just funny because like right before that trailer, maybe right after it, you'd been like, you know, there's no movies that are just pizza diners or, you know, pizza places. There you go, pizza diner. But, you know, like, and then I was like, no, there was the silly Valentine's Day movie that's probably coming out in February.
It better come out, though. They're marketing it pretty early if it comes out in February.
I mean, they've been marketing The Odyssey forever.
Well, The Odyssey's a Christopher Nolan movie, won an Oscar.
I mean, Tuner, they marketed way ahead of time, and then it just kind of dropped off the trailers.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I kind of wonder if there was something funky about
I have examples for everything, sir.
You have examples. Just lately, they've been trying not to overhype movies, I think, and I've noticed that sometimes we won't see trailers for stuff until like 3 months before it comes out. And I find that interesting because it used to be like Odyssey. You'd hear about it a year in advance, and then, you know, you gotta wait a year to see it.
Speaking of overhyped, the freaking Minions are everywhere.
I have to see that Minions thing in between the trailers again.
You're gonna see 5 more Minion things. And the Minions are everywhere. Like I think I told you, they took over the Carney train. So
they're gonna be in the cart.
Talk about overhype.
When we get Welcome to Regal, the Minions are gonna be in the cart again, yelling and being minions.
Yeah.
Well, one last thing we haven't talked about is we got possible restaurant. Do we have a possible dessert?
There was another gelato place we had looked at.
Hopefully it has actual product on like the.
But I mean, no, like I just. We'll have to look and decide.
I was almost wondering if that gelato place was like a front for a drug operation or something, because there's literally like nothing in there. It's the weirdest.
I didn't thought about that, but that's a good point.
Yeah, you never know. All right, y'all, we got to get driving to Canyon Country. It's a little further than our typical place that we go to, and we got World Cup crap going on, so you never know.
Oh, that's right. So I thought World Cup ended yesterday.
No, I think
2 days ago.
Until like mid-July or something.
Oh, okay. They said it was on 25th.
Oh.
Or that's when the big event was. Anyways,
we'll see y'all.
We gotta go. What is that?
I don't know what you're honking
way to Canyon Country.
There's stuff in the road. We gotta honk about it.
I guess we need to focus on what's going on here.
There's some stuff's going down right now. I don't know.
But anyways, enjoy this nice B-roll montage.
B-roll, yeah, I'll do the traditional B-roll montage. I like to have us talking over it sometimes, but today we gotta fly like Supergirl.
We gotta fly. Ooh. So there was a guy doing push-ups across the corner of the street there. It was quite entertaining for us, and then we kept getting truck blocked.
It was also in the same corner as a pizza place, which I find to be hilarious.
Oh yeah, Toppers.
Toppers.
So
we could end up at Toppers.
We're gonna look it up. We're gonna compare some pizza spots and do some pizza math.
We gotta look. What is pizza math?
You gotta see, like, you know, what is the ambiance like? What is the crust like? You know, do they got a decent pepperoni looking pizza?
That's very fair. There's been times we've gone to pizza places and they were just not the business at all.
How's their margarita so that way you could have a slice?
Yes.
It'd be kind of rude, but, you know, I'd still be happy if they only had meat options.
If you only have meat options and you are absolutely opposed to doing cheese, that's actually insane. Even though I wouldn't just want a cheese pizza. You get the point. It would be crazy. Imagine that though. You're like, no, every pizza has meat on it. That's just how we do this.
Every pizza I make would be a pepperoni pizza. And if you want a cheese pizza or a margarita pizza, you'll have to order it that way, but not by name. You'll have to order it as, I like a pepperoni pizza with no pepperoni. Or if you want a margarita, you're gonna have to order it as a pepperoni pizza with no pepperoni and the cheese in little mountains.
This reminds me of when, I think it was the guy who owned Chick-fil-A said something about how he would never offer vegetarian or like substitute meat options or something like that. He's like, no, it has to be chicken. Like, yeah, you know.
Oh, there's a dangling carrot again.
Look, Spider-Man. Coming soon.
Different universe. I was gonna wear my Marvel shirt today.
That would have been funny.
I didn't want to get my ass kicked though by a bunch of
all the Supergirl fans.
Supergirl fans.
Jump on you.
I don't know, dude. I just know there was that one time the guy got his butt kicked. But he also came out of Endgame and spoiled the movie for a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's a different situation, you know.
But I thought, anyways, we're gonna go inside. Just finished Supergirl.
Yellow sun shall replenish me.
Oh, I was just thinking that during the movie. I'm like, I must be from Krypton because I too. Okay, we're doing that. I too like the yellow sun.
Before we get too much into the movie and get in the car, are you thinking pizza?
Well, so it was definitely a pubish movie.
Yeah, there were a lot of, I guess it was a pub crawl. They said that in the movie.
So I do think Augie's is a pub. It's a brew house and pizza place.
I mean, you know, twist my arm.
So I think we just walk over to Augie's.
Well, let's walk and talk. No, it's right there. Yeah, it was a road trip movie. It also had kind of Western vibes. So if this has like a Western theme to it as well, that would actually be kind of cool.
I was trying to think of movie titles during the movie because it felt like various parts. It was like Mortal Kombat meets Star Wars meets Dark Knight Rises meets Superman.
Yeah, okay. For me, it reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That too. Actually, yeah, okay.
The character designs, aliens.
I forgot about the
music. There was a lot of
Guardians.
But it separated itself from it by having a different tone, which I appreciated. Then it had a cowboy thing going on, which I liked too. They had bounty hunters and outlaws.
Yeah.
They even had a pub fight or a bar fight, a saloon fight.
They did. All right, here we are, Augie's.
Look, check it out. That's some Western stuff. Looks like something from Western.
That would have been in the movie.
Oh, Augie's Pizza and Brew House.
Oh, there we go. See? What'd I tell you?
Yeah. You can see any good pizza place has one of these. This is a good sign.
What is this contraption?
You put your pizza on, and you can grab it without the pizza riser
I don't know.
Pizza
I
riser.
don't know what purpose it serves other than to inform me that this restaurant takes their pizza seriously.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
You saw something else on the way in though. What was
They
that?
were pizza sticks. So it was like a pizza that was oblong shaped and it was cut into strips.
They're called Augie sticks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot they had it branded Augie sticks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try some Augie
Oh,
stick.
we're gonna Augie stick?
We're gonna Augie
I
stick.
didn't eat breakfast.
Oh, I ate breakfast. Pop it, and I'm ready. Ho, 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 ho.
You want to know the facts about the Minions? That's why you're filming me.
Yeah.
There's 7 Minions movies. 7. 4 Despicable Me, and 3 about the Minions themselves.
And how many trailers did we see for Minions today?
Like 15. There's like, oh, okay, it was probably more like 4. And there was also a ketchup commercial when we walked in, which I'm counting as a trailer. So, quite a few. And next week, hopefully it'll be done.
He's on Minion overload.
Can you blame me?
Oh, there we go.
God.
Ho, 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 pop it.
I don't know how we're gonna eat this and our pizza, but
Well, Cat's gonna eat good tonight.
yeah.
Because I'm probably good for one slice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one as well.
I'm carving the Michelangelo.
Michelangelo carving the David.
There we go. Oh, look, you got your glove on.
I do. Does that mean I'm first?
Dun, dun, dun,
I'm kind of
dun,
afraid because
dun,
it feels
dun,
warm.
dun.
Like put your hand over.
Do you want me to do the first bite?
I just don't want to burn my mouth.
That's okay. I'll burn my mouth for you.
He's ready to burn his mouth. He's like, get that dipping sauce crap out of here.
I don't know what to do. Do I do the side or the
No.
center?
Yes.
Oh, they perfectly sliced it.
The exact piece I was gonna grab. That pizza in your mouth. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically eating a cheese pizza.
Kind of left you speechless for a second.
I love cheese. Alright, what do you think? Oh, we got a thumbs up.
That's not garlic, not good, but it's still good.
So it's one thumbs up, not two.
I would do like this.
Oh,
Garlic knots are this. That's my rating system.
there you have it, folks. I'm gonna go hunt down some napkins. We got pizza. We got pizza. That's pizza. We got pizza. We got pizza.
Well, that's-
We had garlic sticks.
That's a classic pizza.
Yeah, what did you get?
This is a margarita.
What did I get?
You got a lot of pepperoni. That's apparently three different kinds of pepperoni.
3 different kinds of pepperoni.
This is the most pepperoni I think you've had on a pizza that you didn't make yourself.
I put a lot of pepperoni on my pizza. All right, sir.
My first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to burn my mouth. That's very hot.
Oh, he's got to do it.
It's very good. There's no pizza sauce on it. It's actually a garlic olive oil.
Oh, what?
And it's thin crust. Like, the whole thing is super thin. Look at that. That's a pizza. All that grease dripping off. That's going into my arteries. Just so you know. Yeah, this is very good. And it feels light. Like, I can eat half of it, and it'll be like eating half of a medium.
Hell yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's do it. Look at that.
Look at the cheese bowl.
That's not a cheese pull. I don't know what that is.
That's a Ninja Turtle pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got extra pepperoni, too.
Extra cheese, extra pepperoni, extra happy me. Oh, that's gonna be my autobiography. It's gonna be a giant pepperoni pizza, my big old smiley face, and it's gonna be called Extra Happy Me.
That's your cover right there. Look at him. He's already enjoying it.
Don't mind me while I make love with my pizza.
Yeah,
That pizza all over me, dude.
that's your life.
So much cheese, so much joy. I'm gonna chow down now, guys.
This is a perfect size box for half a pizza. Look at that.
Look at that. They make.
They make half pizza boxes.
There you go. Yeah.
We'll take that. This is very good. I do not feel defeated at all. I actually want more.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have leftovers for tomorrow. That was why I got this size. So I gotta have leftovers, and I'm freaking stoked.
You still have 2 more slices to eat.
No, I don't. I'm gonna enjoy my dessert.
To be fair, yours was not a thin crust. My crust was so thin, like
Yeah,
you basically ate the same amount I did with 2 slices.
that's true. I didn't think about that. Thank you for justifying that for me.
I mean, not that you need a justification, but if you want one, there you go.
There you go. All right. Well, we haven't figured out dessert yet. We're gonna figure that out, and we'll come back. All right. So now we're back in the car. We're figuring out dessert.
Yeah, we don't really know. We did find X-Row last week, and that was kind of a surprise for us. So maybe we'll find another good place. Hopefully one that actually has product, though. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, you think you found something?
Look up waffle comb.
Waffle comb. That sounds promising.
I saw something in the picture, and I said, that looks like something Daniel would order.
Okay. Waffle comb. Oh, the place looks fun. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a waffle comb, my friend.
That's a waffle comb. Waffle comb.
And it comes with ice cream. It's like everything we want.
I'm sold. Waffle comb.
Waffle comb. That pizza was that was a good pizza place. Definitely an all-timer.
Yeah, I really dug that. I had no expectations for it. I had looked it up because I'm always looking for new places, just like you, right? And I had looked it up because I was curious, and so I knew what the vibe was. And during the movie, I'm like, that place is gonna fit the vibe of the movie, and the food was way better than I expected. I go into every pizza place with no expectations because, you know, I've had places that I would say are kind of middle tier, like, you know, Cheese Theory, for example, I think is middle tier. Medici has probably gone to middle tier for me, but that used to be top tier for me. And what used to be, you know, medium top tier for me was amusement park pizza at one point, and now I hate it, you know. With that said, I think there's some amazing frozen pizzas out there, but
We're pizza snobs now.
yeah, I've become a pizza snob.
When you eat enough, consume enough pizzas, that's what's gonna happen.
At the end of the day, I mean, I will eat just about any pizza because it's bread and it's cheese, and I'm about both.
Fair.
But you know, if I'm gonna pay $30 for a pizza, I wanna, you know, actually enjoy it.
You better elevate that bread and cheese if I'm paying $30.
Yeah.
Like, this was good. And I really liked that mine was a thin crust because I like thin crust pizzas, especially on days like today, because now I have room for dessert. If I had ordered a pizza like yours, I would not have room for dessert. Or I'd only be able to eat like you did, like 2 slices maybe.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, we parked. It was an adventure.
Oh, there's the shirtless dudes.
Is he doing push-ups?
No, they're just running.
It's workout day. We're over here eating carbs.
It's pizza day.
It's a disclosure day.
Yeah, we can go on the sidewalk. I don't know if it's much safer over here.
Unless I decide to drive on the sidewalk, which given what we've seen is definitely possible.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like a kid's restaurant. Or like a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Yeah, and kids' restaurant food's never good.
Nah. Remember when Chuck E. Cheese was selling pizzas during the pandemic?
They're still selling frozen pizza.
Yeah, but they had like a DoorDash service. But they changed the name so people didn't know it was Chuck E. Cheese, and then somebody figured it out. It's pretty funny. No idea where this place is.
Oh, food court that way.
Yeah,
That's promising.
hopefully they have like a place that we can.
I like the concept of this place actually because it's like it's structured like an indoor mall, but it's outdoor.
Yeah.
So I don't feel so claustrophobic.
Remember that time we said we were never going to go to a mall again? We lied.
Well, it's an outdoor mall,
It's true.
and it's for waffle comb.
It's for something better than Cinnabon. Oh, I ate pretzels yesterday.
Well, we thought Papa Smurfs or whatever that place was called, bearded.
Oh, beer papas?
Yeah, we thought that place was gonna be good, but It was a lot like the. Well, it was actually better than the gelato crepe
I
place.
think we walked past it.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because it says it's past the stand.
We should walk backwards to it.
You can do that. Wait,
It wasn't the bees place, was
it
it?
looks like it's inside of the bees place.
What?
At least based on what the GPS was showing me, I think it might be inside the bee place.
There's a turn of events. All right, we're gonna figure out where we're going.
Yeah, this is interesting. We'll make it right. And when we see the pirate statue, we turn left. And then at the X, we start digging.
So I think we just go this way, actually.
Where's the lazy dog?
I don't know,
Well,
but that goes that way.
the lazy dog was the landmark. We're going off map. This is how the conquistadors.
We just gotta find out where the escalator's at and then go down. And then apparently we're going inside. There's a whole underground here. That's why the parking lot's full. There's a whole underground I didn't know about.
There's nobody in this part of the mall, basically.
They're all under us,
We're gonna go into the subterranean mall complex.
which I'm glad because I wasn't about to go filming in a kid's place.
That lady smelled really strong. Lay out the perfume. Sensitive nose.
So we should have gone in towards the food court.
This is like my nightmare. Oh, lush in a perfume store right next to
We
me.
just said we weren't gonna do this.
I think we have to go down.
Yeah. Dad, you can win this. Then you won't look so ghetto.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped me off at school and I'm on court.
Kids say the darndest things.
That's funny though. You're the third person to ask us about this stupid.
Oh yeah, so we had gone into that kid place and we're like, hey, we need help. And then the girl exclaimed that we were the third person to come in like today asking about the waffle cone place. Like so much so she wanted to know the name of it.
Yeah, we're like, it's waffle cone.
And then another girl came running out the back, super stoked to tell us where it was at. Oh, they just
Doing a wedding in the mall?
can't see her thing.
Watch out.
Oh, we're gonna get run over.
There's a lot of stuff happening right now.
Yeah, there is. Is the train going past it?
That's right here, dude.
Oh, it's right there. I was distracted by the
I
train.
don't blame you. There's a lot happening right now. I'm so happy.
Yeah, like you said, you could ride a dog. Whoa, that one's moving. How much money do these cost? Oh, you could ride a dog. It's crypto. All right, seeing them make fresh waffles. Yeah, I'm more excited.
Yeah.
I was a little afraid about the vibe, but I'm coming around.
Well, at least it's not that place where we went into to see where this was, because that would be terrible.
You're gonna scoop your ice cream right now. All right, what'd you get?
I got the waffle with cappuccino ice cream. I'm a big fan of coffee ice cream.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh, that's a good waffle.
Okay, I like that.
It's very soft. Ice cream is good too, but the waffle's the star of the show.
The waffle's the star of the show.
You need to get in on this.
All right. So I got the waffle too, single scoop, and I got sprinkles and chocolate. I'm very upset that it cost 75 cents for that little sprinkle and chocolate, but the waffle could make up for it.
You're paying mall prices.
It's true.
It's a good waffle, right?
I'm no longer upset.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna eat.
I eat this before it melts. I like this as much as the churro place. But the churro place wins because it's not in the mall. That matters. The location's a big part. But this is very good. Also, the churro place had coffee.
I would say I agree with that statement. I do like, though, that we found a quiet spot for us to enjoy our waffle cones.
Next to the park and ride dinosaurs. Surprisingly quiet over here.
Well, yeah, thankfully the train stopped. That was something else.
There was a quinceañera parade. There was a train trying to run us over. There's a lot of stuff happening in this.
Yeah, balls popping.
That was a lot of food.
A lot of food. That was a lot of train.
Yeah, we got to hear all the choo-choo train songs, so that was nice.
Gonna ride the train, gonna ride the train.
They do say that there's such thing as too much of a good thing, and I think the waffle thing was too much of a good thing.
It was delicious.
It was very
loved it.
good. By the time I got to the end of it, though, I was like, oh, I'm eating this because it tastes good, but
We're gonna ride the escalator. We're gonna ride the escalator. We're gonna ride the escalator.
worked in the dish store. My manager was an alcoholic and used to disappear like at lunchtime and never come back. And find out later he was at this bar down the street just getting plastered.
I'm the man. I do what I want.
And then he'd sleep in his car and then he would drive.
He sings the drinking song. Like, I'm gonna drink a drink. I'm gonna drink a drink.
Hey, that's on brand for the movie. Toot toot. So, let's ruin the car for a little bit. Supergirl. What'd you think?
That was pretty super.
It's pretty super, I agree.
I dug it. So we tried not to talk about it too much while we were off camera. While I was watching it, you know, I already talked about, like, you know, it just seemed like a lot of different worlds. I'm not a big fan yet of how they're doing aliens. I don't know what it is. I can't describe it. They just feel off to me. Maybe it's because they're aliens. Technically, they're not aliens because they're not on Earth.
But to be clear, though, I think your problem with them isn't necessarily how they're done, as in the special effects, because they use a lot of practical effects, CGI. I think it's the designs, it sounds like, is what you're not really...
Yeah. It's just something with the design isn't sitting right with me. And I know they're not supposed to look right. You know, they're supposed to have, like, 5 eyes and different, you know, things going on with them that aren't human. Like, that's the whole point. But there's just something wrong that feels off with the design. But to your point, I do appreciate the practical effects piece of it.
There's a lot of makeup in that movie. What I liked is that, other than the bad guys' gang, no two aliens look the same. Like, all the aliens that they showed all look different, and I thought that was cool because it was like made the world feel unique. Like, oh wow, there's like thousands of different kinds of aliens out there, and they all congregate in bars, I guess.
And what I did like about, what I really actually did appreciate about this design of the alien is they had, or different aliens, is they actually had they had humanistic features that aren't normally attributed to aliens, which I like. So the entire gang of the bad guy here, his entire gang had piercings.
Yeah.
You don't normally see aliens just completely pierced out.
Yeah, he looked more like a human that was in a Mad Max movie to me. His whole gang, actually. And I kind of wonder if they were supposed to be like a reference to Mad Max.
I had wondered that, especially when they were doing the circling thing.
Yes, that exact scene was what I was thinking of, yeah. Yeah, we talked about, you know, the aliens and stuff like that, but something for this movie, when I first saw that actress, her name's Millie Alcock, is that her name?
That sounds right, yeah.
So when I first saw pictures of her as Supergirl, I was like, I don't know if I could buy this actress as Supergirl. Like, I wasn't sure. And then we saw a couple trailers, and I'm still not sure I could buy this girl as Supergirl. But by the end of the movie, actually pretty much within the first couple minutes, I definitely was like, okay, she works really good. I just had to see it in action, I guess, but I didn't think she played that part really well. Because I've never seen her in anything else before. I don't know if she's from like a show or another movie.
I was talking about it with one of my friends, actually. Yeah, so she's done a couple things. One was some random show. I've never seen it. And the other was, I keep wanting to say Lord of the Rings. It wasn't Lord of the Rings. It's a movie. It was one of those kinds of ones of weird things going on, hobbits, and probably not hobbits, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, fantasy stuff.
Yeah, fantasy, there you go. So she's in one of those. So I had never, ever seen this actor before, but like Chris said, she 100% nailed it. And we were actually talking earlier about you had made a statement. You remember what that statement was? As soon as we sat down for pizza.
I don't remember half the things I do.
So you had said, I don't know what movie everybody else watched, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, because we were talking about how earlier people weren't enjoying the review, or giving it bad reviews, basically. And one of the criticisms was that it was an origin story, but as we discussed, it's not really an origin story. There's origin parts to the movie, but it's like maybe 15 minutes and it's spread across the runtime of the film. So you don't feel like you're just sitting there watching an origin story. It starts with her already as Supergirl. So you're just kind of watching her be Supergirl.
Yeah, in some regards, it is an origin story in the right of that she hasn't found her place yet. And so it is before she really decides, Earth is my home.
I'd say it's more of an origin story for the girl that she teams up with than her.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Even though I don't know that character is ever going to be in anything else.
Come back. Maybe drinking buddies.
I will say I was really surprised at how bold the movie was in certain aspects. Typically, you don't have a comic book superhero movie where the character is an alcoholic. Hancock is the only other movie I can think of that did that. And
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Will Smith plays a superhero. Yeah. But that movie's not based on an existing comic book character. I think they made that character up for the movie. I mean, Supergirl's a pretty major comic book character, so that was kind of interesting. And then they also had a couple scenes where they killed some characters that, I mean, not really a spoiler, but like within the first couple of minutes, I think the first person that we see killed on camera is a child.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, you know, R-rated movies would maybe do this, but PG-13 movies almost never show kids getting killed. Maybe off camera, but not on camera.
I was okay with the children being killed.
What didn't bother me, I was just like, oh, we can do this now.
But I was shocked when because they were saying all kinds of foul language.
Yeah, that too.
Tits, whore.
Most of that was Lobo, but yeah.
Most, yeah.
That's how Lobo tells.
Oh my God, Jason Momoa was amazing.
Wasn't he perfect as that character?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you heard me. I was cracking up every time he came on.
So he said the one thing that Lobo is known for. So instead of saying bastard, Lobo says bastich, which is like bitch and bastard put together.
Oh.
So that's like his swear word that was invented for his character.
Okay.
But the other thing is he always calls himself the main man. And he didn't do that, which I was a little disappointed because I was waiting for him to call himself the main man and talk about himself in the third person because he does that a lot in the other media that he's in. But he was pretty well done for my exposure to the character anyway. Maybe someone who's a bigger fan wouldn't necessarily feel that way about it, but I thought he was pretty well realized.
Yeah, he did a great job. But, you know, I was saying too that I also agree about that. I can see how somebody, if they weren't going in and expecting the story that they gave us, then I could absolutely see where they would be disappointed. You know, it was like me watching Black Widow, right?
Yeah.
I went in expecting Scarlett Johansson with, you know, doing all the things that Black Widow does with the Avengers or outside of the Avengers, but instead it was her origin story. And this, like I said, even though it did have her actual origin broken up throughout it, it also was kind of her own origin story of growing up, so to say.
Yeah, but it also didn't feel that way because they had a story that was engaging enough that it wasn't swallowed up by being the origin story.
Well, and you had different stories intertwined too.
Yeah, and something that you typically see in an origin story movie, you see this all the time, and I'll list a couple examples. The bad guy is always the opposite version of the hero. Black Panther, Iron Man, the first Iron Man movie, Captain America. Red Skull doesn't look like him, but he's also a super soldier too, so evil version of Captain America. Blue Beetle was another one where the villain was basically an evil version of him. And just off the top of my head, those are a couple I can think of. But like that's a very common trope for superhero origin movies. Doctor Strange, the villain, another sorcerer who went
bad at screen space.
Yeah. But you know, you get the point. And so I liked that this bad guy in this movie was like, she didn't even meet him until really far into the film. He didn't even know who she was. But he was this persistent character throughout the film. And when I first saw him, my initial reaction was, that character looks really stupid. Like, I thought he just looked really dumb. But then seeing him in the movie and the performance, I've never seen that actor before, but that guy gave a really interesting performance to that character. Like, he's always eating stuff wherever he goes. He's just randomly eating food wherever it is in his location. I like when characters have little quirks like that because it makes them feel more like a person and not just like an action figure that's going to get beat up.
Speaking of that, I was kind of wondering when Lobo's cigar was going to run out.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a cigar that lasts forever.
You know, he's got a space cigar.
Yeah, it's a cigar that's as immortal. It's as immortal as he is. There we go.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I was surprised they let him smoke because in a lot of movies now, and we saw 2 different anti-vaping ads before this film, they don't show characters smoking. So the fact that they let him do it, I mean, he wasn't really necessarily portrayed as a hero character in the movie, so maybe that's why they let him get away with it. But
now, kids, remember, if you're the villain, you're gonna smoke and die early.
It's okay to smoke if you play bad guys, but if you play good guys, you're not allowed. But yeah, overall, I think it's an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're somebody that likes comic book movies, you like, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, you like sci-fi, aliens, you like movies with cool female lead characters, I think it's an enjoyable film. Go check it out.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and see you at the Pillow Cave.
Oh, it's a pillow cave now.
Yeah, attacked by pillows.
Pillow Pants lives in the pillow cave.
Pillow Pants lives in the Pillow Cave.
Hello.
Hey guys, welcome back. We are in the Pillow Cave, as you can see. We got pillows galore over here.
And we're full. We had a lot of food. It was good, but I feel fat now.
Gonna have to work that off.
Yeah, one day.
So anyways, we saw Supergirl
In a Canyon Country.
Canyon Country Regal. It was phenomenal. And then we went to
We have some pizza at Oogie Sports Bar.
Augie's
Sports Bar. Yep. And then where do we have dessert?
Waffle Cone.
Waffle cone. That was it. Yeah. That was good. I feel like the waffle cone and the pizza was actually the same amount, like food-wise for me.
Absolutely. That waffle cone was huge. You were talking about that, yeah.
It was like that big, but because it was in the cup, it was deceptively smaller. You thought, but then no, it was actually bigger.
Well, and I'm used to, so like when we first started the dessert adventures outside of donuts, we went to that one ice cream place. Chris will put the logo up.
Oh, Sliders, right?
Yeah, Sliders.
Yeah.
Maybe not, he doesn't need to. I just didn't know the name. So anyways, we went to Sliders, and I was so angry because I got this dinky little cookie, this dinkier even little cup, and this dinky little spoon. But you actually get normal sized spoons here, decent sized scoops, and then you get a big old waffle, a fresh waffle.
Yeah.
So I was thoroughly happy with it. I think you made all the right decisions today. So
it was funny too because when I got my waffle cone, I looked at it and I'm like, I should have got 2 scoops because there's this big empty space where the cone was sitting. It was almost like a throne, just asking for more ice cream.
Yeah.
If I had done that, I'd been dead. I would have just threw myself in front of the train. That would have been it. That train was infinitely entertaining. We had a little show going on while we were eating our waffle cones.
We're recording the podcast. Meet me.
Sounds like a ping.
So,
that's good.
anyways, we actually don't know what we're doing for next week.
That's right. So next week, the big movie is Minions
Yeah.
versus Monsters or something.
It's actually it's like a George Washington thing, I think.
That's coming out as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the Monsters thing then.
Well, we saw the trailer for it today. Minions versus Monsters.
Oh, I thought you meant Minions and then a monster thing.
No.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. Yeah, it's Minions versus Monsters. So that's coming out. That's the big movie. There's Jackass, but as we discussed, that's kind of like really a streaming movie. Like, you don't have to see that in a theater. What?
Yeah, so we're going to see what's actually out. We won't know until Wednesday.
It's most likely going to be a movie that you've never heard of, is my guess. And by you, I mean the audience, and possibly us too.
It's possible, but there could be other ones that they're rerunning.
That's true.
Because we have a list of things we want to see. Like, I want to see Breadwinner.
I'm imagining it's coming to streaming soon.
You think so?
Well, you said you saw a commercial for it. Is it still in the...
Oh, no, I meant like... I don't remember where I saw it now.
Oh.
I don't know. I watch a lot of podcasts and things on YouTube.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, it'll be an adventure next week. But we had a really good time this week. And Santa Clarita, I don't know if you've necessarily redeemed yourself because you're really hot, like very hot. And that movie theater still gives me sciatica.
Not the good kind of hot.
Yeah. But the pizza was good, and the dessert game is actually, there's stuff there, you just gotta look for it.
Yeah. You're coming up, Santa Clarita.
You're still at the bottom, but you came up from the sludge.
You're not here yet.
You're on land at least.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys next time.
See you next week. Peace.
Oh. Licensed music. YouTube loves that.
Where's Mystery Man? He's invisible, man.
Yeah, he's on the moon or wherever.